Go whenever.
All right, so needs a wheelie bar. High five, good job. That was awesome. Was that cool? That was sick.
What is up, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm in the garage again. We got some things going on, but before anything happens in this video, I want to remind you guys to go to MrEasyS10.com. Go get you some Mr. Easy merch, and I ship it all out of my basement and everything like that. So everything that you guys buy, purchase, it goes right back into the race program. We are looking for companies to join our race program to better ourselves, grow together. So if you guys are interested, my email is in the description. You guys can go and email me and let me know. But we are in the garage, as you can see, and my local track last year, they ended up doing a Power Wheel race for the kids. So I have the video. You got to go into my playlist and you got to go find that video. It was awesome. I think there was like 25, 30 kids there that wanted to race. It was awesome. And it was so good of a turnout. The kids had so much fun that the track actually designed 2 races just for the kids' Power Wheels. So that being said, London's got this little pink Jeep right here. Has a little remote. I can drive it for her if I wanted to and everything like that. I ended up just hooking my Milwaukee battery up to it. I kind of, how would you say it? Jimmy rigged this onto here, onto the car, and just did a couple spades and hooked it up to where the original battery did. So the originally battery has these male connectors. So essentially what I did is I took the connectors off the battery and just made a little plug. I put a fusible link in it with another male spade, and I did the same to the ground. As you can see, it's got a little female spade. I just made it to this male spade, and I just hooked the battery right up into it. You know, those male spades plugged right into the battery, and the Power Wheel was fast. I wouldn't say it was the fastest, but it was definitely the top 2, maybe top 3. The only bad thing about this thing is it would take off slow. So it would take off slow and then it would start flying. And so we are taking this seriously this year because London wants to win and I'm not going to let her lose. So I got a bunch of things coming from this for this thing, and probably stupid amount of money I put into it, like more than the Power Wheel itself in general costed. I think these things were like $300 online, and I put like double that in there, and the parts are on the way right now. So this whole video is going to kind of be a video of upgrading this car. I got the Dragy here. We are going to go outside and do some 60-foot passes because that's how long the track is going to be for these things, 60 foot. I'm going to hook the Dragy up to them. We're going to see how fast this thing is with just the Milwaukee battery hook up to it. I do have the 8.0 battery. So we're going to hook it up, and she's going to do some 60-foot passes, and we're going to kind of average them together, and then I will be putting the upgrades on, and then at the end of everything, we will come back and we will run it on the Dragy again and see how fast this thing really is. So got in touch with this one guy. I'm not going to say no names. He had some top secret things that happened that he did on his boys' stuff. And they actually have an association where they race these things just for the kids, a whole association. He's got top secret things. He gave me some of his secrets, and his cars do 26 miles an hour. And that was with cars with smaller tires than this. So I pretty much got his whole setup, and we are going to put it on this thing with the bigger tires. So maybe 26, 27 mile an hour power wheel. So hopefully that's what happens. Hopefully London don't get scared of it, and we will go from there. But I'm going to go outside. I'm going to measure 60 foot out and wait for London to get out here, and then we will be hooking the Dragy up to this thing and doing some passes. I'm going to take my battery. I'm just going to plug it in right here. Positive on positive. Negative on negative, of course. Negative on negative, of course. And the thing is hooked up, I believe. Grab the remote so I can control it. And got the Dragy app all up. And we are going to see how this thing does. All right, keep it on the sidewalk. Okay. And when I say go, go, okay? And floor it past the light pole, okay? Okay. Ready, set, go. There you go. Set, go. And another 801. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. So we've done 2 passes, well technically 3 passes. She stopped a little early in the first one, but the first one was like an 8:12, the second one was an 8:01, and then this last pass was an 8:11. So she's gonna come back up here and we're gonna do another pass. Come up here. Ready, set, go. And another 801. All right, go slow. Go slow. Oh, good thing I was recording that, huh? And you just ran into it. Yeah. Good job. All right, we'll do some upgrades and we'll go faster, okay? Okay. All right, you can go play now. Yay. So, as you guys can see, London's cart did like an average of an 8:05 if you want to count the 8:11 and an 8:12 pass in there, but she did do 2 8:01 60 foots. So by the time we're all said and done, hopefully this thing will probably be in the 5s, hopefully. But we're gonna get some upgrades on this thing and we'll see how it goes. So you guys gotta stay tuned because this thing's going to be really, really wild when it's all said and done. Welcome back. We are currently working on London's power wheel. Now, several weeks later from a couple clips in front of this, but the S10 is at the fabrication shop right now. So it's time to get this power wheel done for London. I pretty much have everything here that I need, besides a couple parts, those parts being one, a shifter. So the shifter on this cart is not going to hold up for the volts and the amps that we are going to run through the system. So I have to get an upgraded shifter. So after today, it will probably run, but it will only go in forward motion. There will be no reverse. But I do have a whole table full of parts on this thing these are the parts I got. So, motors, 2 of them. Those motors are really good motors. And I went to my hobby store, Hobbytown here in town, and I got some gearing for that. He only had the 12, I think. I think those are 12s. That's all he had. So I ended up getting those just because we needed something. And then I do have some volt gauges. So Lennon will have some digital volt gauges on her setup. I already did kind of do some fabbing, and I did cut a hole in the dash for her. So that's where the one will go. We were going to run 2, but since we're doing this in a series, we only need 1 battery. And then the next part is this really, really nice ESC controller. And this thing is tunable. I hooked this up to my laptop. I could put different tunes in it for different days. Real similar to our drag RC cars. So this is pretty cool. I just go into there with the laptop, change some settings, and go from there. Then we do have this tune cable for it. And then we also have these Milwaukee battery. We got 2 of them. Milwaukee battery things. So we can hook the Milwaukee batteries up on this. Then we do got some Phoenix 7R gearboxes. We're currently not going to use those right now, as I guess this spindle here is different than what we have. So I have to go and find a cheap Power Wheels, an actual Power Wheels brand type of rear wheels, and get that thing. You just cut the back, the gearing that goes into this off the back of the wheel, you just cut the back of that off, and literally you just mount it to this wheel. This is her wheel. So then you just mount it to that, so then you could use that gearing. And then I also did get her one of these Teeterbilt variable speed pedals. So the pedals in these things are like an on-off switch. You either hit the gas and it's everything or nothing. On this one, it's just like your car. So you barely touch it, it'll barely move. The farther you push it down, the faster it will go, of course. So as of right now, I'm waiting for Stuart to get off of work. Stuart is a good friend of mine. We used to be roommates, and he does wiring for a living. So I was like, hey, who better to have come over and wire this thing than Stuart? So Stuart's at work currently. He's going to be coming over, and then we will be taking all of this wire out. We're not going to ruin anything. In case we want to turn this back to stock, we can, because this thing's got like a radio, all sorts of different things in it. So we're going to keep all that stuff, but we are going to take it out. Her headlights ain't going to work no more. We're just going to unplug them, get rid of all this other stuff that we don't need, and pretty much just focus on what we do need. And yeah, so I got all that stuff. I'm doing a couple things right now. Like I said, I already got the hole in the dash for the voltmeter, and I'm working on the pedal assembly right now. This pedal is, of course, a little bit bigger than the factory one, so I'm kind of just offsetting it right there. And yeah, that's what I'm doing currently. But right now, this hole, it touches right here on the back side of the pedal. So I gotta get my box cutter tool right here that I got. I just got a box cutter and a vice grip, and I use the torch, and I heat this up, and I kind of just melt the plastic that I need to melt out, and that's how we do that right there. So I'll get into that, and we'll get back. So we got this thing all wired up. Roughly, yes. And we got the laptop hooked up. We tuned it already. And this thing's got a variable speed pedal, and Stuart is holding the motor, and he's gonna hit the gas pedal, and we're gonna hear this thing zing. Slow onto it. No?
Time out. Start over.
Start over. This thing's got a variable speed.
This is not tight. Did I plug that gas pedal back in?
Did you unplug it? It looks plugged in.
What'd I do?
I don't know. What did you do? Stuart and I got this whole thing all wired up, and before we ran the wires the way we wanted them, we hooked the motor up, hit the gas pedal and everything like that. Everything worked. And we're like, okay, what we did works. So let's take it all apart, disconnect everything, run the wires the way we want to run the wires, tuck them and everything like that, and then put it back together. Well, we ended up putting it back together, and the thing wouldn't work anymore. So this thing is so high tech with this controller on it. You plug your laptop in it and you literally tune it with the laptop. Just like the S10. I plugged my laptop in to tune the S10. I plugged the laptop in to tune London's Power Wheel. So that's pretty cool. But I guess there must have been a setting or something that we ended up getting incorrectly. And yeah, so when I got it incorrectly, you know, I'm on the tuning software here. You know, there's several settings that you go through. You know, how fast your throttle punch, how fast it reacts, and everything like that. So, you know, you just go through, you change the settings how you want to, and then you finish it. You recycle the power. And then this lights up. So this is like a indicator, like if anything's wrong, it'll flash. So if it's solid, that means it's good. But then, you know, it's powered on, everything like that. And then we got the pedal. And literally, you just hit it. So yeah, I figured it out. It was literally stumping Stuart and I. But I guess just going through the software, plugging it in, and pushing buttons, we figured it out. So yeah, that's that for the Power Wheel. I do have some other things I gotta do. So this, we got aftermarket gearboxes on here, and I had to go get a different Power Wheel hub attachment, and I got to attach them to the front wheels of hers because we can't use the back wheels, and I'm not going to cut the back wheels up. So I'm just going to use her front wheels on the back, and I have different wheels coming for the front, which you guys are going to have to see because they're coming in. They still got to get sent to me. So yeah, we're waiting on those. But other than that, this thing is pretty much ready to rip. Besides, oh, I got some gearing I got to do. So we can change different gearings in this. I don't have the gearing I need, so I'm waiting on that. So that's why the motor's spinning in there, and it's not actually spinning the gearbox because I don't have the spur gears in there. But this thing's high tech, and there's a lot of power in here. Currently we have about 33 volts to it, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, this thing is rated for 48 volts. So if I really wanted to, we could run 48 volts to this thing. So yeah, this thing could go super fast. The gearbox, the gearing I'm going with is still using the first gear. So I'm talking to Alex over at Teeterbuilt, has been helping me a lot. I'm getting a lot of the parts from him as well. So if you guys are interested in building the Power Wheels, he sells some parts for them. So you guys need to go and do that. Go hit his site up, go find some parts. But yeah, he's got a couple of these cars that are doing 25, 26 mile an hour. So that's kind of the goal with this. With the bigger tires, it might be accomplishable, but this is a little bit heavier of a car than what Alex at Teeterbuilt is building. But I'm hoping that the bigger tire will accommodate it. And with this gearing, if it does not reach 26 mile an hour, which it might not, we can go and modify the gearbox, do some top secret stuff to the gearbox, and get more speed out of it. And it's, you know, it's a little bit of changing gears, but it's also removing gears. So yeah, the stuff that Alex and the Teeterbilt crew has come up with for these things is like out of this world. Like, who would think about doing some of this stuff to it? Like, I was on the phone with him yesterday, and he was telling me about that gearbox stuff, and I'm like, what would make you think of that? Like, first of all, like, why would you do that? But second of all, like, that's freaking sweet, and the ingenuity on it. So yeah, they I guess sometimes when they got these higher power units, they end up chewing first gears up a lot. So they got a way to prevent that, where you'll never chew a gear up after that, and it's not putting metal gears in it or something like that. It's just a whole completely crazy idea. And yeah, so we got the thing running. You know, Stuart and I spent Saturday night wiring this thing, and like literally before we ran the wires the way we wanted it, it spun the motors. And then we ran the wires and we're like, what the heck happened? We didn't do nothing to this thing besides run the wires the way we wanted, and it don't work no more. So I actually went and bought another controller. You know, that's an expensive controller. You know, this is like a $250 Power Wheel, and I probably have about $1,000 into it now. So pretty stupid on my part, but yeah, she wants to go race and she wants to go fast. So, you know, you do what makes your kid happy, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, guess next thing will be waiting for the front tires to show up, waiting for the gearing to show up, and modifying those front tires to go on the rear. And yeah, this thing will probably be ready to be making passes on it really, really soon. So as you guys can tell, I got this thing on the ground. So the wheels on the front of this thing are not the actual wheels that will be on them. They're just a temporary testing wheel because it's all done and I need London to do a test in it. So I have new front wheels coming for it. They're just not here yet. So I just makeshift made these wheels off another car I had work. I don't know what to think of this thing. This thing is beyond insane, and it's all the way turned down. So the gearing's down, the motor is turned down, and this thing is just insane. Yeah, and I actually have a controller coming to build another one. I don't know if I'm actually going to build another one, but yeah, the possibilities are there. So yeah, this thing is pretty freaking cool. Of course, we got the 40 volts in a series with the tunable controller. And then the volt gauge, of course, is maxed out. The volt gauge is only rated for 24 volts, so we maxed the gauge out. The gauge won't even do it, but it really is 40 volts. And then this, we made a light up. Stuart made this light up, and this is actually for the controller. And if there is something wrong, this will do a flashing sequence or whatnot. But you just let it turn on and do its sequence. I'll set you guys down, and I'll lift this up and give the gas pedal a hit. So this is a variable speed pedal, so you can just barely hit it. That's what it looks like. So it sounds mad, sounds angry, and yeah, this thing's gonna be crazy fast. I don't know what size the wheels are on the back of this, but I think they're 14s, but they might be 16s. Let me get the tape measure out real quick. I don't know how to read one of these, but I'll sure try to figure it out. And These are, let's just say, 14 1/4 tall tire. So yeah, that's probably gonna be pretty fast because Alex Teeter and his kids that does 26 miles an hour is in a little bit lighter of a car and a tinier, well, a little bit smaller tire. And yeah, so we're gonna wait until London gets back from her after school program, and I'm gonna have her put a helmet on and we're gonna test this thing out. I don't know if I'm gonna hook the Dragy up to it tonight, but she will for surely do a test hit in it. We might start in the grass because I don't know if the front being lower is a tipping point on it or whatnot. So we put the batteries all the way front to kind of put more weight on the front, but when little London weighs 34, 35 pounds, hops in the back, it might be enough to kind of tip it a little. So we will kind of figure it out, but yes, we will do it in the grass first and see how that goes. And I guess if she gets confident, go into the sidewalk and do some rips on the sidewalk. Yes. There you go. There you go. Yep. Yep. Good job. You ready for it? Yeah. All right. Get it. Go. What? It's fast. It was never this fast, huh? Go straight. All right. Hold it forward. Forward. Hold it this time. Okay. Hold it to the floor. Go. Are you pushing it all the way down? Yeah. Well, push it all the way down. Go. Go. In the grass and then forward. Okay. Forward. That thing's fast. Slow and fast. You could probably floor this one right off the bat. I'll hold on to you.
Yeah, just gun it. It'll be all right.
Turn it on. 1 sec. Yeah, let it do its startup. Turn the Dragy on.
You ready? Don't be scared of it.
Yeah, turn this on. So don't go yet.
Think of how many races you're gonna win. That's gonna be crazy, huh? Got some good old light years. It's got that drag stance. It just looks fast. It means business, huh?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Go whenever.
All right, so needs a wheelie bar. High five. Good job. That was awesome. Was that cool? That was sick.
I hope you got that.
I did.
Alright, when Dad says let go, you let go, okay?
As soon as he says let go, just take your foot right off the throttle, okay?
Yeah. Alright, let's ease into it, okay?
Yeah, just barely.
Remember how you can push it and it goes fast.
Just barely press it and then just kind of ease into it, okay?
1 sec, not yet. Let Daddy get ready.
That was awesome.
Okay, I'm marking.
That was awesome. Was that awesome? Yeah, that That was awesome.
I'm moving all the way over.
All you gotta do is push that, but you gotta stay somewhat close too.
All right. I'm gonna start recording it now.
All right, go whenever you're ready. Go.
Woo!
How fast is that?
that was 5.2. That was 5.2.
London. Holy crap.
That was 5.2. That was 5.2 rolling into it. That was so fast. That was sick. Woo!
And you started slow. Just wait until we get a wheelie bar on this thing.
You get a wheelie bar on that thing, you're going force. Easy. No problem. That was nuts.
That was a 5.2.
That was a 5.28.
Yeah, you almost went force in that. I couldn't keep up with you. You're going too fast.
I've never seen your dad run so fast.
Made me work out for that one. I thought you were gonna hit the bricks. That's my first worry. May I share this?
That was awesome. What do you think? You think we need a wheelie bar?
Yeah, we definitely need a wheelie bar.
Yeah.
This thing's gonna be fast.
You're gonna be winning some races.
Were you pushing all the way down?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Were you floored?
I think so.
You think so? Should we go on the road? So
Should we do one more?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so? We should probably go out onto the road though, so that there's more.
Let me drive you out there.
There's some more room.
Yeah. Just don't hit a car. When I say let go, you let go. You go.
Just feather into it, all right?
Not yet.
Don't floor it right off the rip, but
When you take off, push it down slowly, but hit full throttle faster.
okay.
Go. Go.
You're not gonna believe this.
What?
You're not gonna believe it.
What?
You're not gonna believe this time.
4-3?
4.3.
This thing's fast.
4.38. That was, guys,
And this thing was blowing
me show you something.
the tires off. Don't hit the gas.
4.38. That was a 4.38.
Stop recording it. London, this is
London,
so
London,
fast.
that's so fast. You're gonna win so many races. Oh my
This
gosh.
thing's crazy fast.
4.3. Dude.
You see how bad she was spinning?
Dude, it just roasted him.
You
Roasted
were doing
him.
burnouts.
You did a burnout and you still went a 4.3. That's like really fast. Holy. We'll probably have to build a wheelie bar off this thing. More than likely.
Yeah. All right, maybe Tyson's home now. All right, you can hop on. Want me to take your helmet off?
That was
I'm
nuts.
done running from the day.
Yeah.
London,
Holy.
you're crazy. Good?
Yeah.
We definitely need to go get you a helmet. All right. Your earrings in?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude. Dude.
This thing's insane.
That was crazy.
I can't believe it blew the tires off as bad as it did.
That, what, dude, your goal was a 4. Any 4.
Well, I think our
And-
goal was 3 something.
Dude, it just did a low 4 on the second pass out.
Yeah, I know.
That was the second rip.
And she's babying it.
Literally.
Yeah.
No wheelie bar. Baby in it. It spun the first 10 feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Insane.
man. Oh, that was crazy. Dude, she's going to win a race before you win a race.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man.
She's gonna win a drag race before I win a drag race. I've won races before on dirt bikes, just not a drag race.
Holy buckets. Yeah.
I'm pooped.
That was the exercise for the day.
I know.